Hey guys, for today's video, I am going to answer a question that someone asked me. I'm going to film my response because actually it is such a common question and a principle that is counterintuitive at first. So basically, she is training for a half marathon. She's running, she's increasing her running. She has struggled with mind-body pain. And as she's increasing her distance with running, she has noticed some pain and thinks that she has injured herself. And that's the first thing that I would really start with questioning. So basically there's fascia that surrounds all of the muscle fibers, all of the muscles, all of the nerves, joints, everything. And the brain communicates with that fascia and can tell a certain area of the muscles to tighten up. So what we know is when there is stress to the nervous system, that can cause the brain to produce pain by basically the way I heard it described, which I just love. This is by Dr. Brian Clark. He said that the muscles are puppets of the nervous system moved by the brain that acts as the string. So here's a real life example. They did a placebo car crash study where people's necks never actually moved, but they did make it seem like they had been in a car crash with glass breaking, and visually they presented that. And they found that 20% of the people developed whiplash even though their necks never actually moved. And a month later, 10% of the people still had whiplash. And they found that those people had the most stress and emotional distress in their lives at that time. So basically, when the nervous system is activated, that is what causes the brain to produce these symptoms in our body. That you can see with blushing. When you have an embarrassed response, blood flows to your cheeks, a blushing response happens in your body that's totally outside of your control and subconscious. So, thinking of it that way, we do not want to see the running as the source of the pain and the problem. It's the fear of the running that is. Just like for me, I struggled with digestive issues. And so when I had digestive pain, my challenge was to see that it was not the food causing the pain, but the stress that's causing my nervous system to react, which causes my digestive system to shut down. So for people who have pain in their bodies, they want to really see that it's not the movement, it's not the shoes, it's not the sleeping position or sitting position or posture or weakness or asymmetries that is causing your pain. It is the stress level in your life, the fear response that you have that start these survival responses, some of which are to increase the tone of the muscles. So seeing it that way, and when we can address the pain when it comes on as something that catches our attention, brings our attention to our emotional state, and gives us time to reflect and respond and change things, then I have seen pain in people go away within minutes or hours. I've had a client that sticks out in my mind that when she came for coaching was convinced that she had injured her back in Pilates, but she wasn't worried about it. She just felt like she needed to take a break and let it heal. So we started questioning things in the coaching, and she decided that she was going to go ahead and play golf that afternoon, which even surprised me. I wasn't pushing for anything like that, but she started really believing, okay, this is mind body, this is related to my nervous system states, to my emotions. And she played golf that afternoon and emailed me and said that her back actually felt better by the end of that. So really looking at our preoccupation with getting the pain to go away, with these stories that we have of what's causing the pain. In the case of the email question that I got, I could tell there was a preoccupation with running and the amount each day and the amount of soreness each day and correlating those together. So we want to just play with the idea that it's the fear of running. It's the stress around thinking that I'm going to get injured that causes my body to tighten, that causes pain. And then from there, the way that I react to the pain even has an effect. You know, through pain reprocessing, that the way that you react to pain can actually cause it to be amplified or decreased. So again, many, many times, myself and my clients have had times where we will start to get some sensation when we are running or doing yoga or something, and we're able to react neutrally, calmly, talk to ourselves, assure ourselves that we're safe, and the pain can go away. I'll give one last example, and this is how pain reprocessing works. When I first started dancing, I would do neck movements, and sometimes my neck would feel like it would catch, and the muscles around it would start to spasm. And I was usually able to not feel a lot of pain from it, but maybe it would last a day. And then I started telling myself when it would happen, it is normal to move your neck in all of these ways. Your neck loves to move in all these different ways. It's healthy, it's natural, it's fine, it's safe. And when I would get the pain, it would quickly go away within seconds. And then I would keep dancing. And then I noticed that I didn't even get the pain as much. Like, it's very rare. I'm not gonna say I will never get it again, because again, I might be in stressful times in my life and my brain will take the scenario that's going on and create pain related to that because of the emotional distress, just like the people in the car crash study. So really, you guys, just starting to learn that it has more to do with your nervous system. And when we can regulate the nervous system, that is the key to all of this. And a big part of that is feeling safe. And so choosing activities that are feeling safe to you, not tracking the pain in relation to the movement that you're doing. You can do an exercise called graded exposure. I have it on my podcast, Unstoppable Body and Mind. And the graded exposure is imagining yourself doing it pain-free, with a positive emotion, with gratitude and happiness. Because again, we're training your brain and nervous system to run without pain, sit, move, eat, all of these things without pain. And the brain and the thoughts have everything to do with it. So when we start with changing those things, we can have a totally different outcome and train the brain to produce less pain.